faking it for a whole year. Dude, you gotta go.
And she says, am I the a-hole for kicking out my boyfriend who I found out has been lying about everything for almost a year? Yeah, you heard that right, Wild, isn't it? A whole year. But let's hear what she has to say. Throw away because people know my main. I'm losing my mind and need outside perspective. And I know that as a woman we care so deeply, but I'm trying to retrain myself from jumping in feet, first all the time. Background. My boyfriend Connor, 25M, and I, 22F, have been together since my freshman year of college. He was a year ahead of me, studying engineering. When he graduated last May, we decided to stay in our college town because I still had a year left and the rent was cheap. We'd been living together for about 8 months at that point, and things seemed great. The plan was that Connor would get an engineering job locally. I'd finish my senior year in marketing, and then we'd figure out our next move together. He told me he got hired at a manufacturing company about 20 minutes away doing project management type work. The pay wasn't amazing, he said, but it was a start. I was working part-time at Starbucks and taking a full course load. Plus, I'm VP of my sorority, so my schedule was absolutely insane. Everything seemed normal until about 6 weeks ago. I was meeting with my academic advisor about graduation requirements when she mentioned something about Connor's incomplete status. I was confused and asked what she meant. She looked uncomfortable and pulled up his record. She knew we were together and had advised him too. Turns out he never graduated. He was 3 classes short and just stopped showing up spring semester of his senior year. I felt like the ground disappeared under me. I went home and went through everything. Bank statements, emails, everything. There was no manufacturing company, no paychecks being deposited. Instead, there were daily transactions at Ground Control, this massive arcade downtown. $50.90 every single day, sometimes twice a day. When he got home from work that evening, I was waiting. He walked in eating pizza, probably from the arcade, and I just said, "We need to talk about your graduation." His face went white. Everything came spilling out. He'd been struggling with his classes, and instead of getting help or talking to me, he just stopped going. Failed everything that semester. Never walked at graduation. Told his family and me he didn't want to do the ceremony. Since then, he's been going to this arcade every single day from like 11 a.m., 8 p.m., pretending it was work. He'd been using credit cards and money from his parents, who think he's employed, to fund this whole charade. I completely lost it. I've been waking up at 4:30 a.m. for opening shifts at Starbucks, going straight to classes, then sorority obligations, then homework until midnight. I've gained 15 pounds from stress. My skin is broken out constantly. I haven't seen my family in months because I'm too busy and broke. Meanwhile, this man has been living his best life at an arcade while I've been in survival mode. He started crying, saying he felt like a failure and got trapped in the lie. That he has depression and couldn't face disappointing everyone. That he loves me and was trying to figure out how to fix things. But here's what kills me. He watched me struggle every single day and said nothing. He'd ask about my day, sympathize when I was stressed, suggest we order delivery, that I'd pay for because payroll was messed up or whatever excuse, while sitting on this massive secret. I told him to pack his stuff and get out. I said some really harsh things about him being a loser and wasting his potential. His best friend called me an AH for abandoning him during a mental health crisis, and said I was being cruel when Connor clearly needed support and professional help. His little sister messaged me begging me to reconsider because he's really depressed, but I feel like I've completely outgrown this relationship. And whether we all want to admit it or not, one reason is reason. Enough to end a relationship. If it is no longer where you need to be or want to be. I'm about to graduate, I have a job lined up, I'm moving forward with my life. He's been stagnant for a year and lied about all of it. I don't want to be with someone I can't trust. My mom says I'm doing the right thing. My roommate from sophomore year says I'm being heartless. But I asked my old roommate how would she manage her exhaustion and carrying so much mental load in a case like this. And I just want to know, am I the a-hole for putting myself first and letting him figure out his own life?